This is my bank with vault lock and key. I'm going to show you how to build it. What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So it's a very, very cool system I got here. Let me just show you how it works really quick. So you put in your key card. Now you can label it whatever you want. So the first one I have CO1, which is just Captain Obvious 1. All right, so we throw our key card in. It opens up. Our key comes back out. We're able to access our chest. Okay, when we're done, we just press the lock. Okay, now anybody presses it again, nothing happens. You come in here, you throw something else, nothing happens. It's only when you put in the right key. So even if we put in CO3 here, nothing. It's only when we put in our right one, which is CO1, boom, and we get it back, that it opens up. Okay, so make sure you lock it. Now the cool thing about this is you can have it on a server. Whoops, everybody gets their own. Again, you can label it whatever you want. You don't have to do CO, obviously. You can call it anything you want. Okay, so now you know how it works. This is how high it is. Okay, so it's going to be 6 above the ground. Okay, 1 into the ground, and then 4 below the ground. So it's technically 11 high. Now it is all in one row except for these blocks right here. These 2 torches and this block. You could put it behind. I just don't like the way it looks with this. You'd have to put a button either here or here. You could totally do that. Like I said, I just don't like the way it looks. So you could have it all run in one line. Perfectly fine. And then these are just blocks. You don't even need them there, but because you'll be underground. But I put them there because I'm in the air. Okay. And then it's 5 wide if you go from pillar to pillar. Right, the build itself is 5 wide. The redstone's all in just one line except for those 2 torches. All right, let's get into what you need and how to build it. All right, guys, here's everything you're going to need. Either pause it, take a screenshot, or just look in the description. Keep in mind these are per module, so you're going to need this for every single one you build. Okay, up here I just have ferns. You can have anything you want. Again, just label it, just to make it easier. Make sure nobody can hack into it. Get yourself an anvil. And just label whatever you want. I just took ferns because I'm in creative. You can take dirt and just label it dirts or D or anything you want. Just change the name of an item because you're going to need that. And also the payment system, you can take take 3. Whatever you need for the payment, just take 3. I just use paper. So take 3 paper, label it, or just do a stack like I have and make sure you keep it somewhere in your somewhere hidden so so nobody can access the key card. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go up 5. This is the ground. So we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to come out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to connect these since it's the middle one. Okay. We're then going to take our smooth quartz block. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go left. Go right. And then the same thing back with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, these are in the ground, so this would be the ground right here, and then you come up 3. Okay. Now, just to keep it symmetrical, we're going to put this here, and then we're going to take our pillar. Now, you would obviously have the pillar on the other side as well, so you have to go diagonal to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just like so. Then turn in with it. 1 there, 1 there. You're going to put some kind of light block. You can have whatever you want. I'm using shroom lights because I love those. You can use whatever you want. Does not matter. Put another pillar block on top of it. Go this way with the quartz. Go that way with the quartz. And then put a slab on top. Now, if you're building next to it, what you could then do is just put another stair block facing this way. Okay. And then put another stair block on this side. You'd also put one on this side as well, because you'd be building that one too. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use, I didn't put any junk blocks, but I'm going to be using smooth quartz as junk. So we're going to go 1 in the middle of these, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now, let's go with our hoppers. Okay, we're going to put not the first block there, The second one, we're going to put it facing this way. Do not put it down. Make sure you face it into a block. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. You could break these two. Break that. Come up, back up to the top. Count 1, 2 on this third one. And we're going to put our dropper facing upwards. Okay? Now we can get rid of that dropper. We do not need it. We're going to take this piece of glass, put it right on top. So crouch, or just put it against the wall. Put glass there, and put your ground block back just like so. Very cool. Okay? Now what we're going to do is behind this one right here, we're going to put a piston facing up. Okay, out of that piston, we're going to, actually, you know what, we can do that last. We can do that next. Okay, so the piston goes there just like that. Now we can break this block. We can put down our rail. You can get rid of the rail. You don't need it after that. Put down your minecart with hopper. Make sure it's with hopper. Okay, you can put that away. You don't need it. Take the slabs. Go one slab there. One slab there. And then we're going to take another piece of, I'm sorry, not slabs, stairs, and then slabs up here. Okay? You can get rid of that. You don't need it. And then put trapdoor right over that. So, oops. So it looks just like so. Okay? Cool. Now to finish up the front, just put a button right there. Any kind. I'm going to be using stone. Does not have to be stone. Could be anything you want. Okay? Right on top of this piston, facing in, you're going to put a chest. Behind that chest, just put a temporary block there for a second. And you can go ahead and put stairs right on top of that. Just like that. Break that. Okay, and then go ahead and put another block on top of it. So I went ahead and I put this. Just like so. Now next to it, on the bottom here, I just put these out and then go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then break the bottoms. You don't need to do that, but when you open the chest, you're going to be able to see the sides. I just like to keep it nice and even back here. Okay, just like that. Cool. Come underneath. Let's do the sorter first. So actually, we do need that. I knew I had that there for a reason. So we can put those two back for a second. Go this way, and this way. Okay, so we're going to make like this little shape right here. Behind this one, right underneath this back hopper, we're going to put a torch. Okay, cool. Now we can put a comparator out of this top hopper right here. Okay, and that's going to go down, but first we want to do this shape. Okay, so make it look just like that. So behind the torch is an empty block. The block behind the torch is an empty block, then a block there, and then underneath. And then what we want to do is we want to put our repeater facing that way. Now we don't need the repeater anymore. We are going to need the comparator. Okay. Then all we're going to do is we're going to put down 1, 2 pieces of redstone dust. Okay. We are then going to take an observer, face the observer up, just like that, torch on top, and then we're going to put the observer that way. Okay. And the reason we want to do that is because this right here is a sorter. Okay, this is going to be an item sorter. Once an item that we want, whatever item we choose, which for me is the CO1, CO2, CO3, so whatever your card is, like your banking card that you put, that's going to go there. As soon as you put the one up top, it's going to fall through. This immediately is going to go from strength of 1 to a strength of 2, which the observer is going to read. Flicking this torch for a second, which will then activate this observer, which will then power this piston, pushing our chest up. Okay, we're going to do the return system or the push down in a minute, the lock. Okay, so now we got that done. Now you would come right in here. Okay, and this is where you would put, again, your fake items that you don't want people to use. So I just put 3 S's after fern. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then take whatever your payment is. I'm just going to call this one CO3. Okay. So I named, again, you do that by naming the items in the anvil. So I'm going to put in 2 of them. 1, 2. One is going to be red there. One is going to be left there. One is going to be left in this hopper. Now, every time you put one in, it's going to go from there to there. And then the one that's here is going to go from there to here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to activate this dropper to give you your card back. You do not need this. You could just make the cards and keep it in the system here. I happen to like to get my card back, so I only have to carry one with me. Okay? First, what we're going to do is we're going to put a block there, and a block there for the glass. You might actually have the blocks there, which is dirt, because you might be building this on the ground. This will be underground right now, so you might be okay. For me, I have to put that there so the item doesn't shoot out. So you want to make sure it's on all 4 sides of the glass. Okay? Cool. Now what we're going to do for a second is go down like that just for 1 second. Okay? And then what you want to do is face the observer this way. So the red part is here. Okay? Put a block there so that we have the dropper, the block, and the observer facing that way. Okay? Go a block underneath, a block on top, and then break the one in the middle. Now you put a torch there, a redstone dust there, piece of redstone dust there, and a comparator facing this way. So now, every time the item goes into the I'm having a hard time saying these things today, into the dropper, the comparator will read the signal, activating this block, which will in turn activate this redstone, which will activate this observer, which will power this block, which will allow the observer to shoot the blocks up. The glass will allow it to shoot up here, and it'll pop right out of this block, returning your key. And that's the whole system. Now, for the banking part. Now, let's put the lock on. Okay, so this button right here is attached to this block. All you're going to do is put a torch, put a block on top of that torch, put a torch on top of that block. Okay? Now, as you can see here, we got this. What we want to do is put out of this block, out of this slab right here, we're going to go 1, 2, go underneath it, and put a piston facing down. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so it looks just like that. Now you'll notice it's open. You can just press the button, and it will close it and lock it for you. Obviously, it's just a lock. It's not meant to open that way. So pressing this button a million times isn't going to do anything for anybody. Okay? Now you can do whatever you want. You can put a banner here with a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, so that way people know their system. You can color code it. It doesn't have to be this exact color. However you want to do it to signify that this is your vault. But once you get your vault, you just come in here, you throw it, it'll open, the piece will shoot out, you get your item back, and you're good to go. Oh, one more thing, we have to cover the back, I forgot. So we don't have that light. So right on top of this observer, just go 1, 2. And now when you look here, now you'll see it's nice and enclosed all around. Okay? And then make sure you close it when you're done. And that's it. You got your bank vault with lock and key. That's going to do it for me. Until next time, Captain Obvious out. Peace.